Today we'll talk about love bombing in narcissist and borderline personality disorder, and it's something that can be hugely damaging. The 3 typical stages of a relationship with somebody with borderline are idolization, devaluing, and discard. This has normally happened. The first stage is when the borderline put you on a pedestal, and often the narcissist too, and they pull out all the good traits in you and see you as perfect, only highlight and see the good in you. They create this perfect image of you because it makes them feel you're the one that can rescue them, and it pulls you in as well. They will reveal their trauma, as we talked about before, how badly people have been, and they position themselves as a victim to get your empathy and pull you in. It makes you emotionally invested and feel important and that you want to rescue them, and then the love bombing begins. Then they will shower you with affection, tell you you're the most amazing person they've ever met. Love you more than anyone they ever met. You're the only one who ever understands them. You're special. You are the special one. You know, you're so handsome, so sexy. They want to marry you, move in with you, have kids with you. You're from a different planet, I used to be told all the time in the first couple of months. They'll make you feel great about all your insecurities. It's addictive. In the lies is the big danger, because it's not true. It's simply them highlighting your perfection and creating this bubble. It's very typical for borderline to pick partners that are a bit less confident and secure. It's not always the case. I'm not saying you're insecure just because this happened to you once, but if you have a pattern of being attracted to people with borderlines, then you could look at this, the codependence, other issues, because those are the people they tend to attract. Because they're less likely to leave them and because they feel they have more control. It's often, like I said, people with the codependence or anxious attachment that get attracted to borderline personality disorder because they like that validation, and it feels addictive, which to a more secure person would feel a bit toxic and not have the same appeal, because the borderline makes them feel accepted and loved like they always wanted to feel. You know, they get that validation. A securely attached person, like I said, will quickly see that intensity of that love bombing. Like I said, it doesn't mean that somebody telling you they love you or showing a lot of affection, that doesn't mean they have borderline. This is a completely different level of intensity. And also, like I said, they take on that victim role at the same time. I would say a lot of the time, avoidant attached people, they can't give the borderline that attention that they need, or even a narcissist. And therefore they might be more likely to be dragged in. And it's obviously often people that are highly empathetic that would feel that empathy and be dragged into the victim role as well that they play out. So it's good for you to explore if you have been with a borderline, if you're codependent or have some anxious attachment, that you can heal any of those wounds and not go back in that pattern again. This will allow you to attract partners in the future that are better for you and avoid these toxic relationships. Now let's look at how to spot this love bombing, because it's often combined with future promises. They will say things like, "I've never loved anyone like you," and they will say it very early on. It's different if somebody says this to you after 2 years. They will say, "You get me like nobody else." Again, they'll say this very fast because they make you into this perfect person that solves all their internal sense of emptiness and pain. "You're the most amazing man or woman ever." Again, they work in extremes, ever, always. "I want to spend my life with you and love you forever." Again, they will say this often really quickly. These statements will often happen so fast, and they will talk about that future with you very quickly. Move in together, have kids, get married. If someone show those extreme signs of affection and talk about big future decisions very quickly, then it is a warning sign, and you would be wise to slow things down, because love is something that builds slowly. Knowing whether you want to spend your life with someone for secure people is a slow process to figure that out. It takes time to get to know someone, and healthy love develops over time between 2 balanced individuals that are happy to be on their own and comfortable with intimacy. You know, they don't have to rush into commitment or future promises straight away. And they also don't express the extremes so quickly, like "best ever," "most amazing ever," "never loved anyone like you," very, very early on. I know it can feel amazing to have somebody express such acceptance and love for you, right? But if it happened too quickly, it's likely not love, but an addiction and a pain that's being filled up, you know, and a glorification and idolization that's not true. It's covering up emotional and mental health issues. As quickly as it comes, as quickly it will go, if not quicker. So stay safe and know the red flags. If you like this video, subscribe, like, or leave a comment below. You can go to the website on Center and check out the Toxic Relationship Recovery Program if you have experienced any of this. And you can also go check out the free webinar, which is a 1-hour webinar full of good tips on how to have functional, healthy, loving relationships. So enjoy, and I'll see you soon.